Hey everybody, I'm Delicia and thanks for tuning in to my weekly top 5. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday and hopefully these cigars will get you set up for your week of smoking. So this week I actually am responding to a request by a newer smoker who asked me to do a list of some top 5 cigars that were fairly inexpensive. So again, for somebody that's new, trying out a variety of cigars can become an expensive thing. So all of the cigars you'll see this week are under $10 and they're still very good sticks. So starting with number 5 this week, we have the Nat Sherman. This is the 1930. And this particular stick is featuring a Dominican wrapper and binder, and then Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. With this one, you're going to get different notes. You're going to get a little bit of the caramel, a little bit of black pepper. You get a little bit of the cocoa, a hint of coffee. I always think of Nat Sherman and I think of coffee, so I feel like those are really good coffee sticks. And this one is right around the nine and change price range, so just under $10 for this one here. Of course, all of that is always dependent on where you're buying from, whether you're going to a brick and mortar or you're shopping online. Prices will be slightly different, but that's around the ballpark price. Coming in at number 4, we have the Charter Oak. This is this one came out a couple years ago. This is blended by Nick Malillo, part of the Foundation Cigar Company lineup. There's actually 2 different wrappers in the Charter Oak. There's the lighter shade Connecticut, and then there's a Connecticut broadleaf, him paying homage, of course, to his home of Connecticut. He's from there, and then so it's a Connecticut. And then the blend itself is somewhat undisclosed, but it's mostly Nicaraguan, I believe, inside of the cigar. But this one, of course, is a Connecticut-grown shade wrapper, which is another great coffee stick. This one is incredibly inexpensive. It's, I want to say, trying to think off the top of my head, I want to say it's around the $5, maybe $6, somewhere in that realm. You probably could find them even less expensive, again, depending on where you're buying them from. But still a well-made stick, good tobacco inside of it and good flavors. This one, you get the different notes, you get some of the earthy, you get a little bit of the grassy types of the typical Connecticut grown, shade wrapper. You also get the buttery, the creamy, that kind of stuff. So again, great with a morning cup of coffee. It's a very fairly mild stick, so nothing that's going to overwhelm you with the power there. Number 3 is going out to the Partagas. This is the 1845. This one is a little bit of a stronger stick, but it has a lot of great flavors to it. This particular one, it's slightly different than some of the other Partagas brands you'll see. Just with the coloring, it's easy to pinpoint. This one's just black and silver. And again, it has the Flor de Tabacos, 1845, Cifuentes and CIA. But this one is, again, a little bit stronger of a stick. Great flavor on this one. It's featuring an Ecuadorian Habano Ligero wrapper, and then a Connecticut Habano binder, a Dominican Piloto Cubano, and Nicaraguan on the filler. So this one, again, pretty straightforward. You get the earthy, you get the pepper, you get the creamy coffee, a little bit of cocoa, all mixed in here. Again, a little bit of a kick to it. But the nice thing is the price point. Again, this one is about $7.50 or so. Again, somewhere in that range, but under the $10 price point, which to me, I still consider anything under $10 like a pretty value stick nowadays. There's some that are a lot less than that, but they're not necessarily long filler. They're not necessarily, they're still, I guess, a premium stick, but it's not always high quality on the tobacco. So all of these, they're still kind of in that range of being good quality on the tobacco and still falling under that $10 price point range. Which brings me to number 2. This one is part of the Micallef Gomez Sanchez lineup. This is the Torcedores. This one a couple of these I have full reviews on, but this one for sure I have a full review. Actually, when I was in Cuba, I had some of these with me because, of course, the Gomez Sanchez family is of Cuban descent. They're not based there now, they're in Nicaragua, but just a nice stick, very open draw to it. Very easy, great flavor. It's on the sweeter side of things. Really enjoyed the flavor on this one. This is going to fall in around the maybe $8 price range, again, depending on where you buy it. It comes in a torpedo and the Churchill size here that I'm smoking. Really pretty as far as just the overall aesthetics. It's a box press stick. and it's again, nice draw to it, good flavor. This one is actually featuring 3-year-old aged San Andres Sumatra wrapper, and then it has a 3-year-old Honduran binder. Filler is a mixture of Nicaraguan, Dominican, and Peruvian. So again, you're getting the different flavor notes on this one. You get some sun-drenched cedar. You get, again, the sweeter. I pull out a lot of the sweeter profiles in it. Light pepper to it. Could also go very nice with a cup of coffee. Didn't even realize that most of these have that in common, although a lot of cigars tend to have that in common, but these in particular. So that's a great stick as well. And number 1 is going out to the H. Upmann. This is the AJ Fernandez collaboration that was done. I believe they came out last year. I want to say, I'm almost positive it was last year. This actual cigar was on my top 5 lineup for the entire year. It's a really good stick, very flavorful. Not to mention just the beautiful coloring. I love the colors that they chose for the band. Little slight footband, not footband, just a secondary band underneath that's saying that it's AJ Fernandez and H. Upmann, you know, together. But it's a really pretty look to it, so it stands out in your humidor. But great flavor on this one, and again, still in that nice price point. In fact, this one is about seven and change for this stick, so good price on it. The blend on this one is actually an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, and then you have a Nicaraguan Condega 99 on the binder, Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. So you get the milk chocolates, you get the creamy, you get the red and black pepper. You get a little bit of cedar, little hint of coffee. You get a lot of good flavors in this one as well. And again, I've said it 16 million times, but these are all under $10. So they're a good, good value, you know, good price range. And again, still good tobacco that you're getting for somebody that's either, again, a beginner, as the request came from, or just somebody that likes to smoke a lot of cigars. It tends to add up over time. So hopefully you enjoyed my lineup this week. And as always, I thank you so much for tuning in. And I can't wait to see you guys next Sunday. Cheers.